Okay, welcome to the competition briefing of the BCI group. So, participating the teams are required to use the electroencephalogram EEG signal as the input to control the pickleball game with the futuristic device brain-computer interface, which is BCI. So, as many of you may have not ever heard the BCI. So here is the introduction. The brain-computer interface, BCI, is a technology that enables direct communication between the human brain and the external system without relying on the traditional input devices such as keyboards or controllers. By recording the brain signals, most commonly through the EEG signal, and translating them into digital commands, BCI allow users to control the applications, games, or devices using only their neural activity. So our competition format, the whole competition is played in a knockout system, and the eligibility criteria include current students or graduates in the last 5 years from Malaysia universities. You will need to submit a CV, student ID, or a copy of your graduation certificates. So each game will be played in a best of 3 formats between 2 teams: quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So as for the requirements for the participation, the teams must implement the 4 EEG processing pipeline, including the pre-processing such as filtering, artifact removal, and the feature extraction such as time domain and frequency domain. The last one is the classifier design. You may use the artificial intelligence algorithms such as SVM, CNN, and also the transformer. The ultimate goal is to achieve any paradigm, including but not limited to those who will be listed. So next, I will give some introduction about some common paradigms in EEG-based control. The visual evoked potentials, the motor relative paradigms, and the cognitive or state-based paradigm. So first one is the visual evoked potentials. The SSVEP, steady state visual evoked potentials. The flickering control components can be placed on the screen. Players control the game by gazing at components with different frequencies, each corresponding to a specific command. So for the participants adopting this method, the committee will provide documentation on how to integrate such components into the environment. The frequency, the shape, the size of the flickering stimuli block may be customized by yourself. So next, similarly, is the P300 paradigm. Among several common buttons, one is highlighted randomly. When the player gazes at the target, a P300 potential is evoked, triggering the corresponding command. So now, as I have mentioned, the SSVEP, here's what we will provide to the participants. So we have a pedal here, and you can play the flashing buttons around the pedal, or if you like, you can play on the top of the window. So you can see that from the competition environment, the competition environment is actually the same to the pedal. Just add some buttons, and also you can you may change the frequency of the flashing buttons on the left. So that's all for the SSVEP demo. Okay, the next paradigm is the motor relative paradigms. The imaging movements of the body parts like left hand, right hand, or feet can be mapped to different control commands. You can see from this graph, this guy imagine as he is standing up, and then the BCI gets the signal, and after the decoder algorithm, it can control the robotic legs to help him to get up. So last one is relatively similar, the cognitive or state-based paradigms. First one is the attention level control. Commands are triggered by distinguishing between concentration and relaxation states. And these two different states basically is calculated from the alpha and beta waves. Next one is rhythmic modulation. EEG rhythms such as alpha and beta waves are used as input features and mapped to game commands. Also, for your reference, I provide a simple demo of the attention level control. So in this demo, from on the left pedal is controlled by the BCI. This one on my head, and on the right is controlled by the keyboard. And the signal of the relaxation is mapped to be move forward, and the concentration is mapped to the backward. Okay, start. As you can see, when I close my eyes, the signal of relax is triggered and then mapped to the command as forward. And when I open my eyes or think about something, the pedal move backward. Yeah. Yeah, close eyes and move forward. Yeah, this time maybe the signal from the last few seconds. So here's the key point. You can see that I close my eyes and trigger the right command, but still lose this round. The reason is that the speed is too slow. So that's if you want to participate in this group, the speed of your system is also need to be considered. Yeah, that's all for the demo. It's simple, but kind of really interesting. Next one is the rules and regulations of our competition. First one is the code modification and submission. Modifying the code during the competition is strictly prohibited. Code must be submitted via a designed link by October 24. As for the environment and tools, standard environments and tool versions are provided by the organizing committee must be used, and detailed environments and configurations for each category are available in the GitHub repositories. And you may find that the BCI folder in our GitHub link. So next one is the equipment and materials. Participants may bring their own laptops, sensors, cameras, or BCI handgear. Personal power extension cords are prohibited. So the disqualification cases including the cheating, tampering with others' code, using non-official environments, failing to submit code on time, and malicious code, and so on. So if you don't have the EEG hardware, we also provide the rental equipment for RM15 for an hour. The community provides the OpenBCI-based 8-channel EEG device for signal acquisition. You may save the data for your model development. The raw data acquisition code and limited on-site technical support will be provided. The availability is limited and guaranteed on a first-come, first-served basis. Also, to allow the time for pre-competition debugging, the rental service will only be available until October 22nd. Also, if you have your own equipment, you can also bring your own EEG device, but it should be no more than 8 channels. So here's the software and the interfaces parts. What's provided by the committee is the game environment interface with 6 available commands: up, down, left, right, road pedal left, road pedal right, and also the documentation on how to send commands to the game environment. And for the participants, you need to develop the full EEG data preprocessing and the model interface pipeline from raw signals to control output. The scoring system of BCI group is first team to reach 21 point wins. If neither reaches 21 within 5 minutes, the team with the higher score wins. And the tiebreaker, sudden death extra point. First point score wins. And lastly, the time limit is 5 minutes per match. So also for the BCI group, some special fairness mechanism. The ball speed in the BCI group will be reduced to balance the control difficulty, and all the teams will be used the same version of the game environment that is uploaded on GitHub. Also, all teams should use the BCI device with no more than 8 channels. Which is more important, I think. Each BCI instruction can be mapped to only one type of command, and the use of microprogramming is strictly prohibited. What's the meaning of this? This one is, for example, if the BCI got the signal of relaxation as I did just now, I mapped it to as the command move forward. If you map it to the move forward while rotation, that's prohibited because that is quite unfair to the competition. Okay. So if you are interested in our group, here is the registration step. The online registration form, you need to complete the online form, provide your name, email, WhatsApp number, and each person should pay a non-refundable registration fee of 13 ringgit. And also need to upload the CV, the ID, and graduation certificate for all team members. Lastly, you should join the official Discord channel for updates and the workshop information. You can also discuss if you don't understand anything. So that's all for the BCI group briefing. You can scan the QR codes to registration and scan the handbook to know more about our competition. And also here's the Instagram. You may subscribe. Okay, that's all for my part. Is there any questions? Okay, I will wait for about 2 minutes. Okay, if one rent the device, if we want to rent the device, we should come to SMUM. This question, I think it should be yes. Come to SMUM, we will have committees on site to help. But if you want to, okay. If you really want to rent, we also can have discussion on the Discord on how to help you to do that. Okay, if no question, please feel free to discuss in our Discord, or you may have questions while developing your system. So you can ask something on our Discord link, and I will reply you once I see the message.